Welcome back to the shop. It has been a while since we have talked. Haven't posted in a while because, well, I had some stuff go wrong, and frankly, there just hasn't been much else to really talk about. So, took a break, didn't make any videos. But if you think way back to the beginning of the year, I announced that I was going to be shooting for the Runoffs this year. I did have to qualify, and we got all the way here to the end of the year, and well, I qualified. So we're going to the Runoffs. I'm very excited. I cannot wait. Let's have a real quick update on a whole bunch of stuff that's been going on around here. So, for starters, the race car here, I have not done a whole lot to it. I actually tried to pull all of the suspension off of it and have the shocks rebuilt, because I have no idea when the last time they were rebuilt was, and I don't know how long they've been on the car. I don't know any of that stuff. So I was going to have them rebuilt. Turns out there is some damage on one of the fronts here that they could not get it apart, so they could not repair it, or they could not rebuild it. I had them dyno them all, and they were all pretty close to one another, which means they're probably performing okay. So I got them back. I paid for the dyno time, and I just bolted them back on the car, and that is it's pretty much all we've done. Now, in preparation for the race, I spent more time making sure this thing was at legal ride height, properly aligned. It should be perfect. Now, of course, I'm going to mess with it over the course of the week that is the Runoffs. We're going to be messing with ride height, lowering the front maybe, I don't know. There's some stuff like that's going to happen, but right now it should be pretty well aligned, and that's really all I did to the race car. The van, however, has seen some pretty major changes, even just in the last couple of days. Now, you can't see much from this angle. Everything looks pretty much the same. You go under the bed, however, and this is where things start to change. As you can see, there is a straight, solid tunnel all the way to the front, uninterrupted. It's because I did a lot of work into there. Let's go take a look. So, the first thing that you notice is there's some shelves here that have not been here before. This is the bed platform, obviously. Here's my mattress. There was just sort of nothing here. The people before had a little step stool that they put here. Step stools are not good for storage, so I took out some bed supports that were under here, we'll talk about in a second, and I put in these shelves. They're kind of shallow. Don't know how they're going to work, if they're going to work all that well, but this makes a great pantry. We did some fiddling before and found this a great place to keep snacks and stuff like that, so that's what this shelf is for. Now, when we go in here, obviously, that is another shelf. Now, what was here before was, if you can imagine, that back there is the wheel well box. They had probably a 4-inch wide box that they built that sat right about here and extended back to where the wheel well begins. It was right here in the middle of the floor. There was another one right there in the middle of the floor. Huge waste of space. Gave us no storage at all. So I ripped all that stuff out, built a shelf. It supports the front of the bed here. The table went right back where it was. We had to cut up some new flooring. Look how beautiful this is. And basically, we lost no space right here. This is the same as it was, but we gained a bunch of storage here and a bunch of storage over there. The other thing I did, which I realize now you're not going to be able to see, is I installed a soft start on the air conditioner. What that does is it essentially lowers the starting amps from the AC compressor. When it kicks on, pulls a lot of amps. With the soft start, pulls a lot less, and what that lets me do is run it off of a smaller generator. We also got a new generator, hooray! So there's no more worry about gotta find a plug or we're gonna cook to death in this thing. None of that stuff. I've got a generator, pull it out, plug it in, start it up, we're good to go. So with that, you're pretty much up to speed on all the important stuff that's been going on around here. What's happening right now is I've got all my stuff, my wheels and tires, spare parts bins and tools and stuff like that all set up, because we're actually loading up to go to the Runoffs right now. The van is backed up. We're going to throw some stuff in there and see how this new storage situation works out. But we're going to the Runoffs right now, which is crazy. I'm going to load up, probably going to leave tomorrow. Car's going to go in the trailer, and I could not be more excited. Let's talk more about the Runoffs in just a second. So the Runoffs are quite a big deal. The Runoffs are the national championship for my form of racing, which is SCCA Club Racing. In years past, we've had 1,000 cars show up. It's incredible. This year, there's about 30 cars showing up for B-Spec, which is outstanding. Now, I am not exactly looking to burn the world down with what we're doing here, but I do think that I can shoot for the top 10. I was running between 4th and 6th in about a 12 to 15 car field, so double the number of cars, double my position. I think I can get in the top 10, which would be amazing for our first time at the Runoffs. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. You're going to hear me say that a lot in this video because I am beside myself. I grew up watching the Runoffs on TV. They broadcast online. So being able to compete in the Runoffs is a huge deal for me. I'm so excited. Like I said, I grew up watching these people, these guys who were just like my dad, who were just like me now, towing their mess, working on it themselves, to the Runoffs and competing for a national championship. It's important to manage expectations, like I said, for shooting for a top 10 here, but it's a stacked field, and I'm just thrilled to be able to compete with these guys. Now, with the Runoffs, mine, believe it or not, it's coming together so well. Mine is not the only race. There will be 28 roughly classes that are competing for the Runoff, or for the national championship. B-Spec is just one of them. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is practice and qualifying. The racing starts on Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is all racing from 8:30 in the morning to 5:30 in the afternoon. It's so cool. So many different kinds of race cars, so much different racing. It's so cool. You guys should watch. I was going to say I'll leave you a link to watch, but there might not be a link for me to leave depending on when this video goes out. I'll do my best. You'll get a link. My race, the B-Spec race, is Saturday right after lunch. So it's going to be like 1 o'clock is when I roll off for the big show. Now, today is Friday before the Friday the racing starts, and there's definitely not a hurricane on the way. Definitely not going to be a problem for us who are racing. But it's okay because one of the things I did in the race car is I've got brand new Hankook rain tires. So whatever comes, I'm going on track. I'm not stopping. I'm going to be out there. Now, I have most of my tools and my spares loaded up. I'm going to put these suspension arms in there, and then it's time to get the car on the trailer. So let me get that stuff done, and I will be right with you. Whew, okay. Couple of days later, because frankly I had a couple of days to sort of hang out and make sure I had what I needed, and I think I do. The van is loaded. We got our shelves loaded with food. We got the bed made and ready to roll. Look at how much space there is. This is my suit bag. Before my suit bag would get stuck out and then there was no room for another case, there's a whole nother suitcase's worth of space here. This is absolutely incredible. I love how this turned out. We got some food going. This isn't gonna slide out and go anywhere. That's awesome. So, the van is loaded. I got the car loaded up. Bike's loaded. Car's loaded. Generator's loaded. Here's the fun part. Hell yeah. Look at that. Isn't that so exciting? Look, they're on all of them. I made it on all of them. That's one teeny tiny surprise. This one's mostly just for me. I thought it was funny. My brother gave me these tire stencils a long time ago. Never got around to using them. Well, this is the weekend. It's a big week. So I wanted to do something, I'm gonna say big, because it's fun, and I think it's pretty funny. Jenny is there, bike is there, car is there. We are ready to roll. Unfortunately for this video, that is where I'm going to end it. I know we didn't get anything super exciting, but if I'm honest, I don't really know what my editing situation is going to be like at the track. So at least for this one, I'm going to end it here. Now, again, my race, I'm running B-Spec. B-Spec races immediately after lunch on Saturday. So, there will be live links you can watch online, a full broadcast. There's announcers, they do a really great job. Announcers, multiple camera angles, tracking cameras, watching cars and stuff. It's gonna be really cool. As soon as I get that watch link, I will put it in the description. So either look in the description now, if it's not there yet, wait a little while, and then once racing starts, I'll get that link and I'll be able to drop it in there. Otherwise, go to scca.com. You can watch all week, actually. Practice and qualifying and everything. They'll have announcers, there's radio, all sorts of stuff like that. Go to scca.com and watch and see what happens. I have noticed that there are several other second-gen fits there, which has not been the case in the past. This car has had a bit of a resurgence, so my goal is to beat as many second-gen fits as I can, and if I can get there, get to the top 10. That's what I want. That's my goal. I hope you guys watch. That's all there is for now. Keep your eyes on The.Daily.Racer on Instagram if you want to see what's going on during the week. I'll have a much easier time posting there, obviously. But in any case, thank you so much for watching. Wish me luck. We're going to the runoffs.